This was my experience this year. This was my experience last year. So to hear even airtime being given to these preposterous justifications by the Israeli spokespeople, when every single credible human rights organization, every single credible humanitarian organization is coming on delivering the same consistent message, saying this is consistent with genocide, saying that these are crimes against humanity, saying that civilian and humanitarian infrastructure is repeatedly and systematically targeted. I just don't even understand why we're giving these claims airtime anymore. Instead of focusing on credible organizations who are bravely...
Dr. Hassan, we certainly do that. We certainly do that. And indeed, in the last week, we've also been reporting on how allies of Israel, namely France, Canada, and the United Kingdom, have been extremely critical of Israel's renewed military operation in Gaza. But you will understand why we have to reflect what the IDF says when we go to them for a statement. Just finally and briefly, if you can, I know it's a huge question, but what's the most pressing thing that Gaza needs in medical terms?
An end to the bombing. I mean, I know there's a big push to get humanitarian aid in, and I would agree very strongly with that push. But you have an entire population that is experiencing terror on a second-to-second basis while they're concurrently being starved. So you need frankly a entire peacekeeping force to be on the ground at the moment, ensuring that Palestinians in Gaza are protected and that they're receiving the aid that they need. That needs to be the first absolute step. And then all the subsequent steps of rebuilding and, of course, accountability for all of these crimes, including the complicity of countries, of institutions, of individual politicians who have been allowing this to continue for 19 months. When we've experienced genocides of the past and we've avowed as a people to say we're not going to allow these things to happen again.